Hey guys, welcome back. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make custom Christmas card magnets using printable magnets and the Cricut Print and Cut feature. Teckwrap Craft sent me the printable magnetic sheets to try out. I've recently made magnetic bookmark videos. With those, I used magnetic sheets with adhesive backing and added them to cardstock or laminate sheets. But with this material, you print directly on the magnets, which is really cool. Before I get started with the video, I also want to show you Teckwrap Craft's new custom stickers. They sent me their sampler packs that you can buy on their website, or you can create your own. You send in your artwork and they will print it for you. They have a lot of different options you can choose from. You can do die cut stickers like these. These are the matte ones. You can also choose sticker sheets. This first set is matte and the next ones are holographic, but you can also choose glossy. You email your designs to Teckwrap Craft. They have the email on their website and they make it all for you. I'll leave a link down in my description box with all the info if you want to check it out. Before heading over to my computer, I want to show you this real quick. My original picture looked like this and I felt like it was dark, so I went into Canva and lightened it up, and I think that looks a lot nicer, so I'll show you how I did that first. I'm in Canva. I like to edit my images in here. I'm going to click on Create a Design. I'll go down to Custom Size, and I'm just going to choose under my recents 8.5 by 11. Just yesterday, my family took Christmas pictures. I had my sister take the pictures for me. We just used the iPhone and I already have it uploaded onto my computer, so I'll click down on Uploads and pull that into Canva. I'll select on the image and it will pull onto my sheet. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger to fit the page. The image is a little dark, and as you can see when it printed even darker, so I am going to edit this. I'll go up here where it says Edit. I'll click on that, then I'll click on Adjust. I'm going to brighten it up just a little bit. I've already played around with this, so I kind of know what numbers I want. For contrast, I'm actually going to bring it down just a little, I think to -15. And for shadows, I'm going to bring it up to about 90. You can see how that just lightened it up a ton. Now I'm going to click on Share. I'll select Download, then Download again. Over in Cricut, I'll go to Upload. You can see I have a few in here since I was playing around with it. I've downloaded quite a few, but it's going to be this one. I'll select Flat Graphic. It's going to pull it in pretty large. I'm just going to make it smaller. I want the size of this to be a square and I want it to be 4 by 4 inches. So I need to cut out all this excess. I'll click on Shapes, then I'll grab a square. I'll make it 4 inches. Then I'll bring it over here. As you can see, it's kind of hard to see where I'm lining this up, so I have a good little hack for that. If you go to Operation and switch it to Pin, you can see the outline but still see the picture, which is really cool. I think that looks really good. Now what I want to do is slice this out. I think I'll change the square back to basic. I'll highlight over the image and the square. You can see they're both selected in the Layers panel. Then I'll select Slice. I'll move this out of here. I'll delete this. And that looks great. Now I want to add some wording. I want to say Merry Christmas and the Macintosh family. I'll go over to my text. I found a really fun one. I can't remember where I downloaded this from, so I'll try to search for it to link it down in my description box. But it's Christmas Beautiful, and I'm going to type in Merry Christmas. Look how pretty that font is. I really love it. I'll bring it over here and just size it inside of this image. I'll change the color and I want it to kind of match my dress. I share this hack quite a bit, so you've probably already seen it on my channel, but I'm going to go back to Canva. I'm going to grab my color dropper and I am just going to highlight it over my dress to make it a reddish color. I'll go back into Cricut and I'll click on Advanced, then I'll just double click in here. I'll hit Command V to paste. I'm going to highlight over my text and this image. I'm going to click on line, center horizontally. It was pretty close, it just moved it just a tiny bit. For my next text, I just wanted all caps and just regular font. I was struggling to find a font that I liked, so I have a really good hack for this too. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen this. But I went into Wordmark and I typed in what I wanted it to say. One thing that I like about this too is as you're looking at this, if you see one that you like, you can hit the plus sign. And then you can keep adding ones that you like. Then what you can do is select filter selected fonts. You can look at all of these and it just helps you narrow it down to which one you want. The one I want is this bottom one. I'll click on text again, then I'll go up to font. I'm under system font and I'm just going to start typing that in. Now what I'm going to do is just type in the Macintosh family. I was struggling with what color I wanted to make this, but I think I'm just going to do white. I'm also going to select both fonts and then I'm going to align them right. Now I need to flatten all of this together since I'm using Print and Cut. I like to just hit select all, then I'll come down and select flatten. Look how fun that is. It looks so cute. Now I'm ready to click the make button. I'm going to switch it to 2, then hit apply. It looks like it only fits 2 per page. So if you have tons and tons of Christmas cards that you send out, this might be a ton of ink. But if you want to send it out just to a few people, then this would be a really fun option. I'm just going to keep 2 on here, then I'll hit continue. I'll hit send to printer. I'm using my inkjet printer for this. I'll keep the bleed on and I'll turn on my use system dialog. I'll hit print. Over here, I'll want to make sure that I switch my media and quality to best, then I can hit print. You'll want to know which way to load your sheet into the printer. I have to place mine face down. All you need for a printer is just a regular inkjet printer. For my cut setting, I'll choose browse all materials, then I'll type in magnetic. I'm going to choose magnetic sheet 1.0 millimeters. It says to use your deep point blade. I totally forgot to do that when I was testing this out, and it worked just fine with the fine point blade, so you really don't need the deep point blade. The magnetic sheets are a little bit thicker, so I recommend using your purple mat and using your brayer tool just to make sure it's pressed really well on the mat so it doesn't shift around. I load the mat into the Cricut machine. It will read the registration lines first, then it will cut it out. I believe it does 7 passes for the magnetic sheet setting. I recommend before unloading your mat, lifting up the magnetic sheet to make sure it cut all the way through. I totally forgot to show that in the video, but it did cut really well using my fine point blade and the magnetic sheet 1 millimeter setting. There was a little piece of the magnetic sheet on the corners, but all I did was use my fingers just to remove it. Here's how these turned out. They are so cool. If you are making tons of Christmas cards, it might not be the best option because it would take up a lot of sheets and ink. But if you're sending a few out to people, or if you're wanting to make some type of custom magnets, you can do it this way and it's really fun. I would love it if you gave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you're new to my channel, I would also love it if you subscribed.